Yes, people, what is happening? TLP for Liverpool Profit back again with another match preview. Today, we're going to be previewing the big game of the week in the Champions League. Liverpool will take on none other than the Galacticos, the big boys of this competition, Real Madrid. Yes, Real Madrid will be coming to Anfield on Tuesday night to take on Liverpool. For me, this is going to be, this is the Champions League game of the week. I think it's game of the season for Liverpool, especially. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge affair. Yeah, cannot wait. Cannot wait. I know Liverpool aren't great at the moment, people, but you know what? People? We might just have turned the corner against Aston Villa. So I'm a little bit more confident going into this game than I would have been before the Aston Villa win. So yeah, people, match preview. Going to be giving you guys my thoughts on the game, giving you guys my predicted 11, and also I'm going to be giving you guys my score prediction at the end of the game, at the end of the video. Game. So yeah, people. Without further ado, before we get into the video, do subscribe to the channel if you are new and have not already done so. Do drop a like on the video as well, people, and of course, do get down below in the comments, people. Give me your thoughts on the game. Give me your little preview. Well, your thoughts actually. Give me your guys' predicted 11, and of course, give me your guys' score prediction as well, all down below in the comment section. So yeah, people, do subscribe, do like the video, and of course, do drop a comment down below. Do them three things. Without further ado, though, people, let's get into the video. Let's get into the match preview. Liverpool versus Real Madrid. For me, people, so far, this is Liverpool's biggest game of the season. I think this is going to be our biggest game of the season and our biggest test of the season. I know we've played Arsenal at home. I know we played Chelsea away. I know we played United at home. But look, none of them teams are of the caliber of Real Madrid. This is a team that have won 15 UCLs. This is a team that know how to win this competition. This is a team that Liverpool historically don't do well against. So for me, this is a huge game for Liverpool. And in my opinion, like I said, this is the biggest game of the season so far. Champions League night on a Tuesday at Anfield. Real Madrid rocking up to town. All the history, all the rivalry that we've had with them over the last couple of years. It's huge. It's a huge encounter. And so far, out of all the teams we played this season, for me, this is the biggest test. The biggest test of the season. We take Real Madrid on. This will really tell us, I think. This will really tell us how well where we are as a team. In my opinion, it's huge, absolutely huge. For me, people personally, this game will tell us whether Liverpool have actually turned the corner or not. I think obviously beating Villa was very good. Look, we beat Villa. We had a very good display, a very good performance against Villa. I'm not going to knock the players. It was a brilliant display, a very good display, something we needed. But it could very well turn out to be another Frankfurt game where it was a one-off and we revert back to being crap the game after. So for me, this Real Madrid game against a higher caliber of opposition as well will really tell us a lot about Liverpool this season, whether our season is going to be a success or whether it's going to be an unsuccess. So, yeah, this game will tell us really, have Liverpool turned the corner? Have we actually turned the corner? Are we genuinely back? Or was the Villa game a fluke and are we still crap? So, yeah, this game tells us a lot. For me, it's definitely a bigger game than the Aston Villa one. We need a good performance in this one and we need a decent result too, preferably. All the stories are coming in, people. All the stories are being made up. Local lad Trent Alexander-Arnold returns to Liverpool, this time for Real Madrid, in a Real Madrid shirt, playing for Real Madrid. Look, for me, Trent coming back, it was going to happen, let's be real. We were going to face Real Madrid at some point this season. You knew when Trent made the move, we were going to see him again in the future as a rival. So, yeah, I'm not too bothered about this. I don't really like Trent no more. I think he's a snake, he's a rat. I know a lot of people still think of him very in a very kind manner. I honestly, I don't think of him like that no more. He's no legend in my eyes. So yeah, he's gonna get booed. I imagine he'll get booed. I think he should get booed. So if Trent's coming, thinking he's gonna get that reception that he deserves, well, the reception he wants, then he's really mistaken because I don't think the fans are going to be holding back on him now. He's a rival player. You know, he should know he's a rival player. He plays for an opposition team. He's going to be booed. He's not going to get special treatment just because he played for us in the past. No other players that have played for Liverpool in the past and have come back to Anfield haven't really gotten great treatment. If they're left us poorly, then it's going to be no different for him. So yeah, Trent coming back to Anfield is huge. Xabi Alonso also returns to Anfield, people. Xabi Alonso, an ex-Liverpool player from back in the day, also an ex-Real Madrid player too, was actually linked with the Liverpool managerial job as well, back when Klopp announced he was leaving in early 2024. Alonso was the bookies' favourite, the heavy frontrunner to replace Klopp. Obviously, he opted to stay at Leverkusen. At the time, people thought, why has he done that? But I think in hindsight, we all see he was eyeing up the Real Madrid job and he wanted the Madrid job. He definitely wanted that one over the Liverpool one. So Alonso ended up not becoming Liverpool manager, which was a bit of a shame because I would have liked to see how he'd have done at Liverpool with the team that we had at the time. Bit of a shame, but whatever. So yeah, Alonso returns to Liverpool. He did return last season with Leverkusen as well, to be fair. And of course, the big one, Trent Alexander-Arnold returns to Liverpool. Whether he starts or not, I haven't got a clue. I don't know how Xabi Alonso lines Real Madrid up, etc. So whether Trent plays or not, I have no idea. I'd love him to play though because I think Gakpo will tear that guy an absolute new one. So yeah, people. Yeah. Obviously, results against Real Madrid haven't been good in the past. Obviously, we beat them last season 2-0. Well, we absolutely hammered them last season 2-0. But that was a Carlo Ancelotti Real Madrid. This is now a Xabi Alonso Real Madrid, who are much improved and much better. Previously to last season, they beat us 5-2 in the Champions League 3 years ago. They beat us 1-0 as well that same season. They beat us 1-0 in the final, 3-1 in the final, knocked us out in the quarterfinals back in 2021. So, look, we struggle against Real Madrid, people. It's no hidden fact. You know, Madrid are definitely a bogey team for Liverpool. They definitely have our number. We usually come up unstuck, and it's not like we play bad against them all the time. You know, in the final, we were incredibly unlucky because Courtois went absolutely mental. Final before that, careless mistakes. So we have been unlucky, but either way, results against Madrid just aren't very good. We struggle against them. They usually have our number. They usually tear us a new one, whether we're going to the Bernabeu or whether it's at Anfield. So yeah, the record against Real Madrid in the past doesn't fill you with confidence. However, it's a new Liverpool and it's a new Real Madrid. So there's always, you always give the teams the benefit of the doubt, even though in recent years we haven't been good against Real Madrid. We've been very, very, very bang average. They've made us look bang average in games. But of course, I give us a chance in this game. I'm a lot more confident coming into the game off the back of the Villa win and the Villa performance. I think before the Villa game, I would have said we're going to get absolutely torn a new one, but I'm a bit more confident after seeing the Villa game and performance. The manager has to stick with what went well against Villa. He has to stick with the same team against Villa. Robbo has to play. The midfield of Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, McAllister has to start against Real Madrid, and it has to be a 4-3-3 formation. None of this going back to a 4-2-2-1. None of this bringing Wirtz back in. None of this bringing Kerkez back in. Stick with what worked well against Villa. We were so much better against Villa than we have been all season with the new players dropped. He's got to stick with that against Madrid. We played that formation and that team against Madrid that we played against Villa. I think we've got more than a good enough chance of beating them. If we revert back to type with the other players, where it's coming back in, I think we struggle when we get torn a new one, I'll be totally honest. So I hope the manager makes the right decision. I hope he makes the smart decision. And I hope he sticks with what went well against Villa. Hope he doesn't obviously overcomplicate it and go back to what he was doing previously before the Villa game. Because that's not going to end well for us come the end of Tuesday night. It's not. So yeah. Has to be the same team against Villa. Has to be the same formation against Villa. Has to be the same players starting against Villa, in my opinion. Well, against Madrid. So yeah, people, has to be. As for team selection, people, looks like Isak won't be on the bench. He won't be in the squad at all, which is a little bit disappointing. But whatever, you know, we know he's not fit. Yeah, he's going to pick up injuries here and there. He's going to be out for a bit. So yeah, no Isak. Other than that, we're pretty full strength. Ekatike is available. Everyone's available, really. Team-wise, so that is a good thing. For me, when I look at Real Madrid, people, I see similarities to Liverpool current Liverpool this season anyway. They're a team that they don't really play well as a team, but they rely on individual brilliance. And because they have so much quality individual players on the pitch, there's always someone who can nip in with a goal. Mbappe, Camavinga, Vinicius Jr., always someone who can nip in with a goal and get them the win. So I think they rely on individual brilliance. They're not a team that, you know, they don't have team chemistry. They don't play well as a team. They're not that type of team. They're very much rely on individual brilliance. And usually, in most games, individual brilliance gets them over the line. So they're a bit similar to Liverpool in that sense this season, at least. I look at Madrid and there's one player who stands out for me in particular, Kylian Mbappe. I think for me, our defence has to be switched on tomorrow night. Our defence has got to be switched on. If we defend how we did against Villa, we'll be fine. But if we defend how we did against Brentford or how we did against United, etc., we're in for a horrible, tough night because Mbappe is going to have an absolute field day with our defence if our defence is not on it. So it's important that Mbappe is marked out of the game. Virgil's on it, Konate's on it, and they keep Konate quiet. And they keep Mbappe quiet. Because if Mbappe gets space, if he gets confident, he's going to run rings around that defence, and it's going to be a very, very tough night for all of us. So yeah, he's the main player I look at in this team and think, okay, Mbappe is the one who can cause us problems. I think as long as we deal with Mbappe, I think we will be able to keep Madrid relatively quiet. So yeah, as long as Mbappe's marked at the game, in my opinion, I think we'll be good. I think we'll be able to cope. Yeah, obviously they've got other quality players too. People, let's not kid around the bush here. Vinicius Junior, quality player. Rodrigo, quality player. Camavinga in the midfield. Tukameni in the midfield. I don't like Trent. I hate the guy, but you got to watch out for his long diagonal balls, his ability to play the ball around. Obviously, they've got Courtois in goal, an absolute monster. He's a very, very good goalkeeper. They've got a lot of quality players in this team, people. So even if Mbappe's quiet, you can trust maybe Vinicius Junior will nip up or Rodrigo will nip up. They've got a lot of quality in this team. So it's going to be very hard to play against them, and it's going to be very hard to keep all of their quality players quiet. So yeah, tough night ahead, but I feel a little bit more confident going into this game off the back of the Villa win. I'm not sure what Madrid's record's like in the league. I know they're top of the Liga, but I have been looking around on some fan channels, and a lot of Madrid fans aren't really happy with the way they're playing. So yeah, that's interesting. But they are top of the Liga nonetheless. But it looks like their fans aren't relatively happy. So are they under pressure going into this game from their fans? I'm not too sure. We're definitely under pressure. We need to win the game. We need to get back to winning ways. We did get back to winning ways against Villa, but we need to continue the momentum on from the Villa game into this one and put in another good display, another good performance, get another positive result, and we can move from there. So yeah, people, yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. I'm excited for it. I'm excited and nervous at the same time. I know I said that Madrid have got players that can cause us problems, but equally, I think we've got players that can cause Madrid problems too. If Salah's on it, he'll be a nuisance to them. Gakpo can cause them issues. Ekitike certainly is going to cause them issues the way he's playing at the moment. I think, Chiesa, if he comes on the bench, he can cause Madrid issues. We've got players in our team that can equally cause them as much problems as they can cause us. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of quality on this pitch, people. A lot of quality on the pitch. I just hope Slot makes the right team selection. I think the result and the performance will all hinder on the team selection the manager puts out. Just stick to what worked well against Villa. Don't go back to what we were struggling with weeks before. So, yeah, going to be an interesting game. Very interesting. But I wanted to give you guys my predicted lineup now as well to face Villa. I keep saying Villa to face Real Madrid. I got Villa in my head. So, yeah, people, let's just share the screen and I'll give you guys my predicted lineup to face Real Madrid tomorrow. Share screen. Yep, hopefully you guys can see this. Yeah, you guys should be able to see that. Let me just scroll down a bit so you guys can see the whole thing. There we go. Much better, people. So yeah, people, hopefully, you guys should be able to see that. This is my predicted 11 to face Real Madrid tomorrow night in the Champions League. As you can see, I've got my fingers crossed, and I think Arne Slot will put the right team out to face them, to face Real Madrid. This is the team that has to take the pitch, in my opinion. Obviously, in goal, I've stuck with Gio Mamardashvili. I think it'll still be a couple more weeks till Alisson's back fit. When Alisson is back fit, of course, he'll come back into the team. But for now, Mamardashvili, who he's been decent. But look, you can tell the difference between him and Alisson. You can see blatantly why one is world class and why one is a backup option. So the sooner Alisson gets back fit and playing again, the better. Right back, I think we stick with Conor Bradley, people. Obviously, with Frimpong out injured, it's going to be Conor Bradley playing. But I think Conor Bradley had a much improved display against Villa. We know Conor Bradley's a very good young up-and-coming player, but I think like the rest of the team, he hasn't been great this season, but he was much improved against Villa, and I will give him credit where credit is due. So Bradley starts at right back for me. Obviously, centre-back-wise, Virgil and Konate, no, it'll be no one else. I hope Virgil and Konate are switched on, because if they're not, they're in for a really, really tough afternoon. And Mbappe's going to tear them a new one if they're not on it. Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, So we've got to be pretty switched on in this game, in my opinion. Centre back wise, so Virgil has to command that defence properly, that leader that he is. Obviously, Konate next to him. Hope Konate doesn't have a bozo moment, people. Look, we know Konate has been linked with Madrid, etc. He has been better in recent weeks, but let's hope there's no Agent Konate business going on and he doesn't give them goals, etc. So yeah, Konate next to Virgil. Left back, I've stuck with Robertson. Look, part of me feels Kirkes is going to play the game. I wouldn't be surprised if Kirkes does play the game. But I think something worked with Robertson last weekend with Robbo. And I think Slot would be crazy to just start and go back to Kirkes. So I think the team that played against Villa showed why they should be playing going forward as well. And of course, Robbo was in that team. So for me, Robbo needs to be the left back. But I wouldn't be surprised if Kirkes is the left back. Genuinely, I wouldn't be. Midfield, I've gone with a midfield 3 again. And I've gone with none other than Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai. That's got to be the midfield, people. That has got to be our midfield in this game. With this midfield, I give us a chance in the game to win. I'll be honest. I give us a chance, more than a chance. I think if he reverts back to the 4-2-3-1 and he puts Wirtz back in the team, it's going to hinder the performance and the result might not be great for us. This worked out brilliantly against Villa. Other than Ekitike, this is pretty much the same team that we had last season. Bar Ekitike, of course, that won us the title. Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai, absolutely brilliant against Villa. Absolutely immense last season. Pivotal in us winning the league. So this is what it's got to be going forward. And this is certainly what it's got to be against Real Madrid. I know people are going to say, Real Madrid, it's Real Madrid. Let's play Wirtz, etc. Let's play Wirtz, play him into the game. I don't know. I don't think so, people. Let's stick with the team that actually deserve to be playing football at the moment, being taken to the pitch. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with the midfield 3 of Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai. And this gives me confidence. It gives me confidence that we can actually, do something in this game. So, yeah, that'll be the midfield 3. Up top, off the right, I'm going with Mohamed Salah. Little bit interesting, people. I know a lot of people are going to say Salah. He was very good against Villa. Very good. From minute 1, he looked on it against Aston Villa. Very, very much on it. And it was like the Mohamed Salah of old. It was like watching the Mohamed Salah of old. Much better, much improved. And that was more like it from Salah. So I'm going to start Salah in this game. The manager will, of course, start Salah in this game as well. Hopefully, he can continue his good momentum and his good performance on into this game against Madrid and put in another good display, getting back to his best. So, yeah, Salah off the right. Through the centre, I've gone with Hugo Ekitike. Isak is out injured. Looks like he won't be in the squad at all for this game. So it will be Ekitike down the middle. And of course, I think Ekitike can definitely cause Real Madrid problems. He's been on absolute fire this season so far. So I'm going to go Ekitike. And hopefully him and Salah can cause that Real Madrid defence a little bit of problems. And test Courtois out a lot. So yeah. And off the left, of course, I've gone with Cody Gakpo. So yeah, that is the team that I think will take to the pitch. Pretty much the same team that played against Villa, people. Actually, it is the same team that played against Villa. I'm confident. With this team out on the pitch. Should we go back to a 4-2-3-1? Should Wirtz come back in? Kirkes come back in? I wouldn't be so confident no more. But yeah, this team has to start, in my opinion. They showed why they should start. The chemistry is just there with this team. The fluidity is there with this team. And we saw it perfectly against Villa. The players were so much more comfortable playing with one another again. We haven't seen that all season. And again, we played more like a team on Saturday. Recently, or this season at least, we've been relying on individual brilliance to win us games. Yesterday, against Villa, we played against a team. And that was very, very positive to see. So yeah, this is the team that I think we should be. This is the team that I think will take to the pitch tomorrow against Real Madrid in a mouth-watering class, people. So yeah, let me just stop share screening that. The most interesting part of the video now, people, my score prediction for the game. My score prediction for the game. It's a tough one to predict, people. It's a very tough one to predict. I'm taking into account our record against Real Madrid, of course. I'm also taking into account we haven't been great recently, bar Villa. I'm also taking into account Real Madrid aren't great either themselves. So it's setting up to be a very interesting affair. Obviously, we need to get a positive result in this game. I'm not sure about Real Madrid, but from what I've seen their fans saying, they're not overly happy with them at the moment. So I think Real Madrid also need a positive result in this game. So yeah, it's setting up to be a very, very, very intriguing battle between Liverpool and Real Madrid once again. Seems like we just play each other every single year in the Champions League, doesn't it? As for my score prediction, though, I think this is going to be a great game, people. I think this will easily be Champions League game of the week, this week at least. I think it's going to have goals galore. It's going to have action. It's going to be jam-packed with roller coasters of emotion. I think both teams are going to be end-to-end. I don't see no one sitting back in this game. I expect Madrid to come and go for it. I expect us at home to go for it, put the pressure on them. I think there's going to be goals. There's definitely going to be goals. There's definitely going to be poor defending in this game. I'm going to sit on defence. I think this will be a draw. I'm going to go with Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 2. I think it's going to be a great game, though. I think it's going to be a great watch. So if you're neutral, I definitely recommend watching this game. But I'm going to sit on defence. I think if we draw this game but have a positive performance, I'll be more than happy. So yeah, I'm going 2-2. I think there's going to be goals galore. But I don't see us winning. I think Madrid are really good and underrated. Well, not underrated. I think Madrid are a very solid outfit. Even though they don't play well, they have a lot of players that can hurt you, even if they're not playing well as a team. So yeah, I'm going to go 2-2, Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 2 as my score prediction for the game. So yeah, people, that's it for the preview, of course. I'm going to head off now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and the preview, of course. I'll be back tomorrow after the game with my match reaction, after hopefully Liverpool get a positive result. And, we can march on into that City game with a bit more confidence too. So yeah, I'm going to head off, people. Do remember, on your way out, do drop a like on the video, of course. Do subscribe to the channel if you are new and haven't already done so. If you're an old-time viewer and haven't subscribed, do subscribe as well. Of course, do drop a like on the video too. Do get down below in the comments as well, people. Give me your guys' score prediction, your guys' predicted lineup, and your guys' thoughts on the game as well. For now, though, people, I'm going to head out. TRP out. Be back tomorrow with the match reaction. Hopefully, the Reds get a good game. Well, get a good result, sorry. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, people. For now, people, I'm going to head off. TRP out. Up the Reds. Let's go. I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye-bye for now.